the ongoing beef between Terence Crawford and Ilia Topuria. It all started during fight week for this upcoming fight Terence had with Canelo that now has gone by. Ilia proposed the question, who wins, right? And then he later further clarified in a boxing match, and it was a picture of them two crossing paths at the PI, I think shaking hands. A cross of two icons, if you will. I mean, let's be real. Two icons crossing paths. Should be respect there. But you're going to see how it all has played out so far. But anyway, that question led to, Bud getting asked a question at the pre-fight press conference, obviously about the post. Terence answered it in a very clever way, and it's just continued this ongoing beef. Terrence's walkout song was the same as Ilia's. There's a lot to it. It's not just like, oh, he copied Ilia. That's what everybody thinks, but that's not it. You got to hear it from Terence. But that's this ongoing beef right now. A lot of no selling from Terence, and obviously Ilia wants this fight right here. It could happen. This could be the modern day McGregor versus Ilia, or versus Mayweather. Let's start from the most recent, and then we'll work our way back, if you will. So today, Ilia responded to comments from Terence after the fight, and he says, "You say you're an MMA fan, but you don't even know who I am. Interesting. The first time we met, you told me good luck this week with your fight. Your memory fails you, and soon your chin will too. I'll represent the entire MMA community, pound for pound number one in real fights versus the pound for pound boxer." Okay, so let's just take a look real quick at what Terence said that got Ilia so heated. Terence said this: "When he saw me at the UFC and came up to shake my hand and said, 'What's up?' to me, I didn't even know who he was. Then I see him online talking about how he'll knock me out in the first round. That's fake. I'm not going to go hide behind the keyboard. I definitely think he's trying to clout chase. He's not nowhere near on the level of Conor McGregor, let's be real. Stop it. Don't ever compare him to Conor. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I've never seen this guy fight." Okay? It's garnered 2.5 million views. I swear, when I pulled this up like this evening about an hour ago, it was at 1.9 million. I think Ilia retweeted it and it's gone super viral. So we're going to watch this little 4-minute clip that Ariel posted.
Obviously, we're paying close attention to you and Ilia Topuria, the back and forth, the tweets, and then you walk out to the song that he usually walks out to. You were asked about it. He then responded yesterday via Twitter to you walking out to the song that he usually walks out to. And I know that you were asked about this, but this was his response. First, he calls me drunk. Then he walks out to my song. "Crawford, whenever you want, I'll teach you how to dance the mariachi in the ring, and Canelo, I'll save you a round after him." Honestly, you walking out to his song, did you not know that that was the song he always walks out to?
To be honest, I never even seen this dude fight. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not worried about that guy at all.
Spoiler alert. Ariel Helwani said the walkout song of Terence Crawford, that just so happens to be Ilia Topuria's, was pure coincidence because Terence Crawford was paying homage to his Mexican fans. That song is from his favorite movie, Desperado, and that's also why Terence was carrying a guitar case to the ring, because in Desperado, that's what the guy does, and he carries all of his weapons in that guitar case. So that was pure coincidence, although it was great timing. Now, he's going to say right here, he already kind of said it, he has no clue who Ilia Topuria is. He's no selling him. So we're about to get into this part, but let's just hear it.
I didn't even know who he was. When he seen me at the UFC, he came up and shook my hand saying, "What's up?" to me. I didn't even know who he was, but then I see him online talking about he'd knock me out in the first round and this and that and this. Well, if you want to fight me, you had the opportunity to tell me, like, hey, man, I want to fight you. What's up? Like, that's fake. You know, if I don't like somebody, if I want to fight them for whatever reason, I would have been like, hey, what's up, man? What you think about me and you fighting?
I mean, he's got a good point. He's got a good point. If you're not gonna say it to his face, why go on social media X and make a post about a potential fight? But you know, with just a picture, you could have got a whole video of you guys chopping it up real quick. Just see what you could have made of it. So I'm on Terrence's side with that one. If you wanted to get that fight going, fuck a picture, you know, say it in person. If you know, because he's the one who wants the fight.
I'm not going to go hide behind, you know, the keyboard and things like that. And then be like, oh, I knocked this dude out, this and that, and this. I think that's fake.
Do you think he actually wants to fight you, or do you think, as the kids would say, he's just trying to clout chase?
I definitely think he's trying to clout chase. I think he'll definitely get in the ring with me for the right check. You know, that's what we all do it for. But at the same time, you know, I think, you know, he's I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what he thinking this way. You know, I will. Ain't even nothing to talk about.
Do you, now that this has become a thing and you see the interest, do you have interest in fighting him?
For the record, I mean, yes. If they go in boxing, Terrence is. It's not even a conversation, bro. Like, Terrence is destroying fucking Ilia. Twice on Sunday.
For what? What?
Money.
Listen. What money would I get out of fighting him? Listen. What money?
Become a thing and you see the
Ain't even nothing to talk about.
Do you, now that this has become a thing and you see the interest, do you have interest in fighting him?
For what? What?
Money.
Listen. What money would I get out of fighting him? Tell me how much I'm gonna get out of fighting him.
Well, I know Floyd made a lot, obviously, to fight Conor.
He's not nowhere near on the level of Conor McGregor. Let's be real. Stop it. Don't ever compare him to Conor. Conor was here. He's here. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I never seen this guy fight. And I watch a lot of MMA, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean, I'm slipping. Maybe he's a good fighter, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I honestly never seen this guy fight. For sure.
Okay, so there's two ways of looking at this. It's like, is he right? Is this a true indication that Ilia Topuria is not as big of a draw as people may put him out to be? Based off what I've seen with Ilia, I'm gonna say he's quite the draw. He might not be the biggest draw in America. But he's got a country behind him. And I think he's got a large fan base. We can compare their Instagram followings once this clip is over with. Just to see, I mean, I know that might not be a full indication, but it's somewhat of an indication.
You know, and I've seen Conor McGregor fight a lot of times.
So, yeah, saying, like, don't mention him in the same breath as McGregor, I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna agree with Bud there. Like Ilia's great. He definitely deserves to be spoken about in the same breath as a McGregor. Maybe he's not as marketable as a McGregor might have been in the past, but he's the best we got right now. So I mean, if not Ilia, then who? Who are we gonna fucking talk about boxing the GOAT right now? We literally only have one 2-division champion at the moment. Islam Makhachev could become one. But he's 170. You know, that's pretty big for Terrence. So yeah, Ilia not that marketable yet. You know, and then Terence, the question real quick, just gonna pose it. I won't even answer it, but it's like, how marketable is Terence? That's always been the argument about him. Sure, he's become the new face of boxing, right? But it doesn't mean he's gonna outsell Canelo and things of this nature. We have to see. He put on a great fight, which we can't get into. He put on a great fight, one of the better ones we've seen. But there's a lot to discuss with that. So it's just like, you know, I know he may be no-selling Ilia right now, but that's been an argument about Terrence's his whole career. Terence is saying, you know what, like, fuck all that. I'm the best. I got all the belts. You know, so take that same narrative with Ilia. He's the best. He got all the belts. I mean, shit, if you don't know about him, you should.
Just saying.
Okay.
In the corner, like, it's night and day. It's night and day.
So you'd say that
You know it's night and day. Don't ever try to say they on the same level.
I'm just saying right now you can make the case that he is one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
Okay, so how much we gonna make? How much we make? Tell me how much we make. How much you make? Am I gonna make more with him than I made with Canelo?
Probably not.
Am I gonna make close?
Probably not. But if we're talking about like a Bivol or someone,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We ain't talking about.
I think you'd make more than like if you fought a Bivol or someone like that.
We're not talking about that.
I'm just saying compared to people not named Canelo.
Listen, tell that guy to, you know, keep up the good work in his career. I wish him the best.
I mean, Terence sold me there a little bit. Terence, to be honest with you, he sold me there. I mean, that's the difference. I guess that's his point with McGregor and Ilia. Is like, yeah, when McGregor was at his height, him and Mayweather put on, you know, to this day, top 2 boxing venue or gate or whatever you want to call it of all time. Top 2 to this day, you know. So Terence coming in here, right? And Terence just set a record with Canelo. Terence coming in here, so Terence is on that, you know, on that side where he's shown he can bring in that number. Terence is now the face of boxing, right? As a Mayweather may have been at the time, although Mayweather came out of retirement, didn't he? And let's just say it like he just said, if he were to go up against Ilia in boxing, they're not putting up even a top 5, you know, venue, in my opinion, of all time. They're not. So, you know, he can make better money, I guess, elsewhere. Although it would be a little bit tougher money probably, but Terence doesn't mind that. You know, I guess Ilia's easy money. So, let's go take it to the beginning. Now, it all started with this right here. $3.3 million views. Who wins in a fight? Then he follows that up because everybody took that and went crazy. Ilia followed that up and goes, I won't talk about what would happen between me and Crawford in an octagon. I'll talk about what would happen in a ring. I'll put him to sleep in the first contact. That's a bold statement. 6.4 million views. Now let me just pull up YouTube real quick, because this is this would be Crawford's response to that.
From the UFC world, Ilia Topuria says that if you guys ever boxed, he would knock you out basically on the first punch.
That dude drunk, you know. Hey, you know, a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol that day.
Terence, for the...
So there we go. He must have been on that alcohol for that bold-ass statement, which I agree, it's a bold statement. Was he drunk? I don't know. He could have been on that alcohol for sure. I mean, he's saying that because Ilia's known for, you know, drinking during his weight cuts with the wine. I mean, he had to stop doing that. So either somebody just told him about that and was like, you know, that guy's drunk as a response while he was like in the back somewhere, or he's done his homework on Ilia and he knows a lot more than he's leading on. So then it goes to Crawford coming out with the guitar case. And it's to Ilia Topuria's song. Sweet little walkout here. You know, boom, 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 boom. Look at him with the guitar case. I was like, what the hell? Why is he holding the guitar case? It's from Desperado. So, you know, just imagine you heard Ilia Topuria's walkout song there. Very important because at the post-fight press conference...
Hey, I was curious about your entrance, how you came to choose that song in particular to walk out to.
Well, you know, it was part of my outfit. You know, the outfit was inspired by the movie Desperado. You know, as you see, I had the guitar and everything, and my great childhood friend, Rosendo Robles, he was the one that, you know, carried the song out and performed the night. And, you know, it was a wonderful night. Like I said, I got Mexicans and Latinos on my side as well. So, you know, it was a beautiful night tonight.
Did you know Ilia Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC?
You said what?
Ilia Topuria walks out to that song in the UFC.
Did he? Oh, good. Good for him.
So good for him, but that has nothing to do with Terence's walkout. It was no subtle message to Ilia. You know, Terence has Mexican fans. He loves his Mexican fans, and that was him paying homage to his Mexican fans. He says he has a good friend, Rosendo, I think his name is. So, you know, shout out to all of them. And there's another clip too. You know, just so all the Mexican fans out there, it was no disrespect. You know what I mean? No troll. I guess this is the last thing of this comprehensive fucking timeline here. Is this right here?
Man. Have you seen Topuria? Have you seen his fights recently?
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Have you seen Topuria?
You're literally an idiot. So, you know, yeah, but I don't know, man. So he kind of acknowledges he's seen Topuria fight, right? That's Topuria's point. Based off of the financials, it probably won't end up happening this year or anything like that. But hey, there's a chance it could happen. But Terence is 37, so maybe when Terence is like 39, it could happen. I don't know. He'd get his ass knocked out. Right now, he definitely would. How big would the fight be, though? How much would Terence make for fighting in Ilia Topuria? Can we figure that out? Let's just peep the Instagrams, because it's not an exact measurement. I already said that earlier. But check it out. Check out, you know, Ilia Topuria, right? He got 11.5 million. Why would you not factor in Ilia's 11.5 million Instagram followers to Terence's? Let's pull it up. 2.6 million. So why shouldn't this have an effect here? 2.6 million followers to 11 point something. $5 million fight. I think it'd be more than that. On this Netflix era, you know, they just did 41 million pay-per-view buys. Or not pay-per-view buys, but views. So, you know, Ilia and Terence is at least doing 25 million. It's doing at least a little bit more than half. 25 million views. So let's put it like this, though. If Canelo Crawford generated 40 million, Ilia Crawford could probably do around 25 million. So give Crawford half of whatever he made to fight Canelo. Or like Crawford didn't make 100 mil, right? He probably made around 50 mil. So let Crawford make 50 mil again. It's obviously not going to be a pay increase like he should get, but Ilia Topuria is a bigger fight than any other boxer he could fight right now. That is the other interesting thing. Name a bigger fight for Terence. Name a bigger fight for Terence. Golden State. That's my two questions to you. Because Crawford is a superstar now. He beat Face of Boxing. You see what Canelo made. 150 million. No, yeah, I agree. But tell me this. He said, like, how much do I get for fighting Ilia? Like, as if it's not that much. So tell me, who's bigger than Ilia in boxing that Crawford could fight? Who's bigger in boxing, right, than Ilia that Crawford could fight? Tell me the bigger fight for Crawford in boxing, and you can't say David Benavidez or some shit like that. That would be crazy. Tell me who Crawford is going to make Benavidez. I knew you were going to say that. They ain't fighting, bro. That's a massive fight, but they ain't fighting. And that's a really tough fight for Terence. We all know that. Okay, we're on boxing scene. So, Bud is the champion of all of these weight classes, right? I mean, look at Hamza Shiraz, 22-0. These are like tough fights though, you know. Hamza Shiraz is the man on Bud's heels. We had Charlo Munguia, Diego Pacheco. These aren't names. If you go down to middleweight, right? Go down to middleweight because this is a big division. Crawford said he's gonna fight Janabek. Who's Janabek? And again, if you're gonna be saying like I'm gonna fight Janabek, then that's fine, but don't no-sell Ilia Topuria. 60-pound champ. Oh, here he is, Janabek. Oh yeah, shit. I should have been looking at some of the champs. Oh, my bad. Okay, so yeah, there's Lara, right? He could fight Lara. He could fight Janabek. Okay. Bud is over here. So yeah, Janabek or Lara would be decent, to be honest with you. Ariel's saying Bivol, but Bivol's light heavyweight, bro. It would be a decent fight, but man. Terence going up in limited weight classes. That's this whole Crawford topic, but Ilia's not that far off. One more win, especially against like an Islam. If he were to become a 3-division champ, I mean, there's no denying that, man.